on Earth. The planet Earth is home to some of the most bizarre natural tourist spots in the solar system. The geological past of Earth can be seen through impact craters. In order to comprehend the evolution of our dynamic solar system and to forecast potential impact scenarios, scientists examine these structures. In this video, we present the top 10 meteorite impacts on Earth. The Vredefort Crater, sometimes called the Vredefort Dome, is located in South Africa and is the largest impact crater in the world. Although the crater has undergone more than 2 billion years of erosion, it is not easy to calculate its exact size. Scientists assume that the impact created a bond crater between 111 and 186 miles. In this video, we will find out more about meteorites, their makeup, and potential impacts on Earth. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more stuff before we continue. Click the bell icon to sign up for new video alerts. Have you already executed it? Let us move on. The Earth is constantly being pummeled by space debris. Fortunately for us, most of it burns up during entry into our atmosphere, and we get to see this dazzling burn in the form of transient meteor showers in the night sky. However, there are times when an object is so large that it survives its entrance through the atmosphere and leaves its mark on the Earth. Impact craters are said to be created when a meteoroid strikes a planet's surface, excavating the surface material, according to the Lunar and Planetary Institute. These impact formations are often dug holes that are generally round in shape. There are 190 known impact structures on Earth, according to the Planetary and Space Center at the University of New Brunswick in Canada. Several craters are still visible on Earth, even though our planet has the propensity to erase these cosmic footprints. Number 10. Crater Barringer. Barringer Crater, also known as Meteor Crater, was only made 50,000 years ago when a huge iron meteor with a diameter of 98 to 164 feet collided with the Colorado Plateau in the northern Arizona. The 300,000-ton meteor, which was moving at up to 26,000 miles per hour, detonated with a force of 2.5 million tons of TNT, and the impact removed the enormous 175 million tons of rock. The Barringer Crater Company, a family-owned business devoted to the crater's preservation, is the sole private owner of the crater. Daniel Moreau Barringer, the first to determine the crater's cosmic origin, started the business. Number 9. LONAR Crater. LONAR Crater, a sizable meteorite crater in southern India's ocean plateau, has confounded geologists since British officer C.J.E. Alexander first discovered it in 1823. The crater is set inside a massive plain of basaltic rock left behind from volcanic eruptions in the region 65 million years ago. The crater was formerly believed to be a volcanic crater because of this. Today, it is understood that a meteor strike caused the crater to form between 35,000 and 50,000 years ago. The low crater hills are covered in trees and home to many species of wildlife, including peafowl, chinkara, and gazelles, making the unique ecosystem a haven for indigenous flora and fauna. During the winter, migratory birds also swarm to the lake. Number 8. Wolfe Creek Crater. In the Wolfe Creek Crater National Park in northern Western Australia, Wolfe Creek Crater is situated on the edge of the Great Sandy Desert. However, a recent study from the University of Wollongong in 2019 examined the radiation exposure of the crater rocks and placed an estimated age on the crater of just 120,000 years, significantly younger than the previous estimates. The Australian Parks and Wildlife Service states that Wolfe Creek Crater formed 300,000 years ago. According to the Australian Parks and Wildlife Service, Wolfe Creek is just the second largest crater in the world from which fragments of a meteorite have been collected. The meteor that caused the crater, which had a diameter of 50 feet and a weight of more than 15,000 tons, was said to have been moving at a dizzying 10 miles per second when it crashed into the Australian outback. According to the Australian Parks and Wildlife Service, Europeans did not discover the crater until 1947, when it was discovered during an aerial study of the area. The crater is 145 kilometers from Halls Creek, the closest town. The crater and its surroundings have been preserved thanks to its seclusion. According to Australia's Northwest Wolf Creek Crater received a Class A reserve designation in 1979, further protecting this amazing site. According to the Australian Parks and Fauna Service, Wolf Creek Crater is home to some unique wildlife, including the loud Major Mitchell's cockatoo gathering seeds from plants on the crater floor and brown ring-tailed dragon lizards hunting for insects. Number 7. GOSSES BLUFF, NÖRDLINGER. Australia is home to some of the most stunning impact craters on the entire planet. According to NASA Earth Observatory, GOSSES BLUFF, also known as NÖRDLINGER, is Australia's most extensively studied impact crater and has significant cultural and scientific significance. According to the Australian government, those wanting to access the crater, located in the middle of Australia between the McDonnell Range and James Range, must respect the site's cultural significance to the Western Arrernte Aboriginal people and obey signs indicating where access is prohibited. According to NASA Earth Observatory, a meteor believed to have struck Earth 142 million years ago at a speed of up to 25 miles per second left a massive crater almost 14 miles wide. Even though the original crater has eroded over time, the central ring of hills, which is almost 3 miles in diameter, is clearly visible. The remaining crater was given the name Gosses Range by the explorer Ernest Giles in 1872, according to the Australian government. An officially recognized sacred site is the TNORALA Conservation Reserve. As a result, the Australian government reports that the Western Arnett Aboriginal people invite visitors to see NÖRDLINGER but urge that they do so with respect for the region and refrain from stepping on the crater rim. According to the Parks and Wildlife Commission of the Northern Territory, the Aboriginal origin stories for the crater are comparable to those of the scientists in that they both have celestial origins. Despite being open all year round, it is recommended to travel during the milder months. The Parks and Wildlife Commission of the Northern Territory advises using a vehicle with four-wheel drive to visit the reserve, which is about 108 miles from Alice Springs. Number 6. PINGUALUIT Crater. The striking PINGUALUIT Crater is in the PINGUALUIT National Park, part of Ungava Plateau. The crater is filled with clear rainfall under the Arctic sky and isolated from neighboring lakes' inflows. The unusual environment, which is 876 feet underground, offers researchers a look into the past of the Earth's geology. According to NASA Earth Observatory, the Pleistocene Ice Age, which started around 2.6 million years ago and ended around 11,700 years ago, left the sediments of PINGUALUIT Lake unaltered. According to NASA Earth Observatory, the crater was first seen from the air in 1943 when a U.S. Air Force plane flew over the impact site. Expeditions started in the 1950s because of how far away the crater was. However, according to the National Park website, Nunavik Parks, there is proof that the crater site has long been known to the neighborhood Nunamits, nomadic Inuit who lived off the resources of the interior of the Ungava regions. According to Nunavik Parks, there are signs of historic tents having been erected there, including rock shelters and stones set in a circle. The evidence indicates that the Nunamutes established camps on the crater's ridges while scouting out potential hunting sites. Number 5. KAALI Crater Field. When there are 9 craters to explore, why go to one? The KAALI Crater Field, situated in Saaremaa, Estonia's largest island, comprises one main crater and 8 lesser craters and is located 11 miles from the island city. Increasingly, according to a study published in Meteoritics and Planetary Science, the island is believed to have been inhabited at the time of the meteorite impact, which is thought to have been between 1530 and 1549 BCE. However, the age is still debatable, with estimates ranging from 2,420 to 8,400 years old. Scientists working on the project claim that despite the impact at a time when humans may have been living there is no proof that the contact had a significant impact on the Saaremaa human population. Even so, the meteor's fragmentation when it was just 3 to 6 miles above the ground would have been quite the display. According to Visit Estonia's travel website, the fragments then crashed into the Estonian island, creating some of the planet's newest massive craters. According to Visit Estonia, the region may have formerly been used as a place of sacrifice because domestic animal bones have been discovered there. And a sizable stone wall was constructed around Lake KAALI at the beginning of the Common Era. The KAALI Meteoritics and Limestone Museum offer a more thorough look at the KAALI crater field's scientific and cultural relevance. Additionally, you may see a variety of fossils here and discover more about previous discoveries on the island of Saaremaa. There is also a souvenir shop and a guiding service in Estonian, English, Finnish, and Russian. Number 4. NÖRDLINGER RIES. Interestingly, the Planetary Science Institute reports that the Nördlingen town is located within the inner ring of the RIES crater. Only when viewed from above can one appreciate the full impact of the crater. The town walls draw attention to the crater's inner ring, while the remaining portion has been eroded and is not immediately apparent. According to NASA Earth Observatory, medieval Europeans who mistakenly matched their town walls to the inner crater ring's 0.6-mile diameter, possibly the same proportions as the crater-forming meteorite, were likely unaware of the crater's existence. When geologists Eugene Shoemaker and Edward Chow visited the town in the 1960s, they discovered overwhelming evidence that RIES was an impact crater. According to the Planetary Science Institute, residents of Nördlingen were also unaware of the crater's true origins because it had long been assumed that the RIES structure was an extinct volcanic crater. When the meteor struck the ground, it was moving at a speed of about 43,000 miles per hour, subjecting the nearby rock to incredible pressure and heat of over 45,000 degrees Fahrenheit. In the Suvide rock, which was utilized to construct most of the settlement, these intense circumstances produced minuscule diamonds, the largest of which was just 0.2 millimeters. According to the Planetary Science Institute, a Suvide is a form of rock produced in impact events where rock is heated during the first impact and then cooled, producing rock and internal fragments. As a result, this charming little German town has over 72,000 tons of small diamonds. Number 3. TSWAING Crater. According to the City of Schwein official website, the TSWAING meteorite crater, which was once known as the Pretoria Salt Pan or Zoot Pan, is located about 25 miles northwest of Pretoria in the region of the city's Schwein. One of the best preserved craters in the world is TSWAING, and sediment deposits from the crater bottom include records of the environment spanning 220,000 years. According to the City of Schwein government website, visitors to the park can take advantage of the 4.4-mile Schwein Crater Trail, a museum exhibit, and the variety of species that calls the conservation area home. Number 2. TENOUMER Crater. TENOUMER is a nearly flawless circular crater located deep within the Sahara Desert. The origins of the crater have been the subject of lengthy controversy among geologists, with some claiming that the TENOUMER is an impact crater and others contending that it is remains of a volcano. Due to its remoteness, TENOUMER is one of the trickiest crater sites. It takes 11 hours to go 124 miles to the closest town of Zourat from the Mauritanian capital, Nouakchott. Number 1. Rotor Cam Crater. In the southwest of Namibia, amidst the rust-red dunes of the Namib Desert, sits a crater that seems to belong on Mars. According to ESA, the Sperrgebied, a mining region in southwest Namibia, is home to the Rotor Cam Crater. Sao Cabe National Park is also known as the Sperrgebied. According to ESA, scientists think that the meteorite that struck Earth and created this crater 5 million years ago was the size of a big vehicle. The crater bottom is covered with sand deposits that are at least 300 feet thick, and the impact creates a crater rim that rises 131 to 295 feet over the surrounding plains. Today's video has come to an end. If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. Remember to click the bell icon to get alerts when new videos are posted. I will see you in the upcoming video. Bye for now.